Hi, I'm Jared.
Hi, I'm Madi.
And that's just a normal one.
I couldn't think of anything.
It scared me. I had to do a double take. So, we're playing Boss Battle today. This is actually a game that I got and played while I was at Dice Tower West. I got to meet with the developers, talk with them, learn how to play from them, and I'm really excited about it. So, I didn't do an unboxing for this one because we're trying to film it. So, I wanted to show you everything that's in the game. You get the base board itself. It's going to look real weird on camera.
I'm just playing with an RE.
You get the board itself. You get these player boards. You get little tuck boxes for everyone. Cool thing is that on the back, the tuck boxes have the stories of the characters. Then you get these bosses, the turn tracker, and then some additional content for the boss, the dragon. You can make them into an ice dragon. And then also for each of the heroes, you can have subclasses for them so that like the thief becomes a gunner thief, things like that. We're just playing at the base level today. Even though I played before, this is Madi's first game, and this will be my first time playing without, the developers telling me how to play. So we're playing just with Tevrog, the dragon. And then I was like, I don't think that's right.
Like his name's Trevor.
Yeah, it's like Trevor, but they were like, it's just a dragon though. Let's give it like a G or something.
Tevrog.
Tevrog the dragon. And then Madi get to pick first.
I'm gonna pick Emistrea.
The priestess. And what's her story?
Emi always had a special connection to the gods. She was groomed from a young age by the priestesses in her tribe to become the most powerful priestess in Galdor. As an ambassador between the light and the dark gods, Emi is tasked with protecting the sacred gateway to the spiritual world. She is the guardian of the Forgotten Forest.
Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, that's good. Don't worry about the actual cards inside there yet because I'm going to have to explain all that. In case you didn't notice, eagle-eyed observers, I already have the tokens placed out. We knew who we were going to play. I just wanted to show everyone the options. So I'm going to pick Runa because Runa is the only one that I haven't seen played yet. I played as Aurelius, and then my wife played as Emi, and then I've seen two people play as the thief. So I wanted to try out Runa because that's just something different. And Runa... Yala never liked being a princess. Preferring to settle arguments with her fists, the matters of the court intolerably dull, she discovers the truth that her father attempted to spare her. Women in her family descend from a line of Valkyries. Yala is the last one, abandoning her role as she fulfills her destiny as Runa, the last Valkyrie. That's actually kind of cool.
That is cool.
So, we're going to put these off to the side. Aurelius and Sting will not be joining us today.
Tragic.
Everyone lets out a cry. We will not be fighting Zaros, who I played as. He was kind of hard to play as, but they also gave me a warning, and I just didn't ignore it. So, Tevrog. Let's see, I want that to still be on camera somewhere. But that's where our face is going to be. Yeah, that'll work. So, Tevrog, you want to read it?
Yeah. Tevrog. Descended from ancient dragons from a distant land, Tevrog was awakened from his 1,000-year slumber by a dark power. Consumed by hatred of the humans who killed his brethren and stole from their hallowed hordes, he seeks revenge, destroying cities in his path. Cities tell stories of the King of Ash and Bone.
Tevrog. So, this will be nice because we can do like a little setup and how to play all in one video. How to set... How to set up the game. Pick your character deck, open it up. Oh my god, these are sleeved already.
Oh my god.
How did that happen? So, the top card is your character card. You're going to put that into the lane that you quote-unquote own. To make it easiest, I own this one, you own that one. I put them down here. Or I guess we can put it like right next to it. So it'll be on camera. But it tells you your special ability, which is also right there in the middle. Your starting health / max health, how much health you gain later on, and then how many cards you draw per turn.
Okay.
Then, don't shuffle those. Then, looking at them, or you can look on the backs. No, not on the backs, that's for the boss. You see how there's like a 3 on the bottom? Take out all the ones that have 3 and 2, and put them back into your box for right now. Because you only get those when we level up to level 2 and 3. That's what I did, close the box.
Carrie's being loud.
She is, but it won't hopefully be picked up. Then the level 1 cards, separate all those from your level 0 cards, because the 0 cards we're going to have no matter what. That's like your core class. So your level 1 cards, you're going to shuffle them, and then draw 3 at random. So you can just take the top 3, or you can just grab 3 from the middle or some shit. So I'm going to take 1, 2, 3. The ones you don't pick, back in the box.
Back in the box.
Then,
those?
Not yet.
Fuck.
I was about to say, so from the 3 that you picked, level 1 ones.
These ones don't have numbers on
Right,
them.
those are your special ones. I'm glad that you kept them out, because I was like, oh, I got to remember make sure Monty doesn't put them in. So put those off to the side for right now, those 3. And then from the 3 level 1s you got, you're going to pick 2 of those to go into your deck. So kind of this way, like every time you play, it's potentially something different. So since this is cooperative, there's different modes you can play this in. There's competitive, where people versus the boss. Then there's cooperative, where it's us versus the boss, but the boss is an AI. So that way we just work together to help each other. So let me see what you got here. These things at the top let you know what they do. Like for instance, that one can heal. This one can hurt the boss. This one can protect either like any of us. In addition to healing later on and doing damage. So yeah, let's say keep that one. And then I'd say let's go with this one. That's gonna help.
Too. Okay, and then put this one in the box.
Yes, ma'am. See, you got it. I'm gonna take this one because it does a lot of damage. And then I'm gonna take this one. Put this one back in the box.
Stop.
Kelly, you're so horrible.
That was loud.
All right, now shuffle all of them together, except those, because those don't go into your deck. They are effects basically.
Okay.
Basically, you can sprout make the forest grow up into the boss lanes so that they can't put cards there, which is very helpful for us. Side note: I have a whole bunch of these Sleeve King sleeves from the last Kickstarter they did. I don't like them, but I have them, so we're using them. You know why I don't like them?
Why? They have the extra space at the top.
All this extra space. It's like, why? It makes me feel like they just cut corners, which I know they didn't. They're premium sleeves and they do their job. It's just, I don't like it. All right, now that's it for us because I've already put over our health. That's the other thing we do. Now we're gonna set up Tevrog. Damn, look at all these guns, y'all.
I needed to itch my arm.
When I was doing I told you about it. Like when I was like, and then you were like, you didn't even try. I was like, come on, buddy. All right, so similar to Tevrog. So we're playing on easy, which means that Tevrog, who normally starts with 50 health, is going to start with 40 health. That's his health right there. You're going to be tracking health bar, is what I'm telling you. I'm at 18. You're at 14. When you're playing against the AI, they go after the weakest hero. So they will go after you a lot, but we're going to work together to make sure you don't just straight up die. Plus, you can heal. So. All right. So that's all it is for setup. Now for playing, draw the top. What's your
3?
3. So draw your 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And then let me set up our turn trackers. You are Emi, and I am Runa. This off to the side, and he starts off with 4 5. There we go. So the computer goes twice, then we go, then the computer goes twice, then we go, then you say. All right. So we're at level 1 right now. You can tell from here. First card is Fire Swipe. So the number next to it lets you know where it has to go. It can go, for us, we can put it in any 3 lanes. It only matters for when it says owner, because I own this lane, you own that lane. Okay. We have the benefit of, if the boss puts stuff here, it doesn't hit anybody. If we put stuff here, it still hits the boss. So, Fire Swipe, it is a activated card, and it's going to go here, because, like I said, you have the lowest health. And there's no cost for it, which is what's over there, which I'll go into when we go to play. And then his other one is Hard Bite. When placed, draw 2 power of cards. Now, since that one's already taken, because he would normally try and go for you, he's going to go after me this time. Then that's his turn. We mark it down by... going like that. Tevrog's done for turn 1. Now, these are the cards that I have. I have Strike, Gigantic Strike, and War Cry. These will just do damage, and they have additional ways of doing damage. This one will deal damage, and then will also hurt the boss. What do you have?
I have these 3.
Okay, so what I was going to say is that this one is going to put a token there, which is going to block them. You also have a way to put a token, which is very helpful. So let's go with yours. So if you put that down, now you see the 2 next to it?
Yeah.
That means that it has to go in a 2 slot.
Okay, and this is the queue?
Yes.
It'll go 1 and then out
Exactly.
Here?
At the end of each round, so these are the phases that we go. At the end of each round, we go to the countdown phase. Everything moves up.
No, okay.
Or technically it counts down. Now, what the effect is, when you placed it, what does it say?
When placed, place a -3 token in an empty slot in this boss lane.
All right, so we got these handy dandy tokens. We're going to put it down here so that way he can't put something there later on.
Okay.
It blocks him from doing it, and it's really good for that. But there is a cost for it.
2 of those things.
And that one is to discard a card.
Okay.
So discard 1 card from your hand to pay the cost.
What does this symbol mean?
That time symbol? That means that it affects the queue somehow. So either it could push our cards up or down, or it could push the boss's cards around.
I'm going to get rid of this one because it does less damage.
All right. So you've gone. We mark your turn. Then the boss goes. They get Defensive Instinct. It's a 0 cost card. When placed, activate now. If +3 cards are in boss's 0 slots, it's not. So it's going to go here. The way the shields work, once they activate, which means that they turn sideways, they take damage no matter how much damage it is. So if you were to do, well, right now you don't have anything, but let's say you did like 10 damage. If there was a shield, it would take all 10 damage and break, but you wouldn't be able to do damage to the boss.
Oh, okay.
Things like that. Then, that one has a bump back effect. The boss is going to bump this one back. Then we have Shed Scales. When placed, remove 1 all. So it removes that 1, which would have done a lot of damage to it. I don't like that. When placed, do that. And draw 1 power of cards, which don't matter because the AI doesn't have a hand. So we'll put it here. Then I go. I'm going to put down, since they got rid of 1.
And do we have like a certain amount of turns that we can take?
We get one per round. Once we get all the way up to here, the game's over. The first game I played, we got to level 2 before it stopped. The second time I played, we got up to level round 7, but like it was when it ended, so we didn't actually get to do anything. All right, so I'm gonna do a Gigantic Strike. This one says, actually, we're gonna have to get rid of shit over there. I'll put it over here. And it says, while in the queue, this card gains +3 damage for each other warrior card that enters the hero's queue. If this hits a boss shield card, which is called field cards, the boss takes excess damage. So basically what I just described, this goes over that. So instead of it being, oh, I only did 4 damage and then 6 damage just disappears, he would take the 6. That one has a free cost, so I don't have to pay anything. Then I end my turn. Oh, I forgot to move it up for the boss. So that's the end of that. Now we move into special phase. You see the special in your middle? Do you meet those conditions?
No.
All right, and I don't either. There's +3 warrior cards in the queue. I only have 1. So that's it. Then we go to the resolution phase. Everything that's in a 0 activates, starting with the boss. The boss gets to have these 2 activate. So that means now, is that a 4 and a 5?
Yes.
Okay. So
They hit me.
no, they don't do damage to you. They just they now basically serve as like a shield.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Let me just make sure this one didn't say anything else. That's when placed. All right, so luckily they're both when placed. Now here's a really cool thing. So that's our resolution phase. Now we go to the countdown phase. Everything moves forward 1.
Yeah.
1, 1. These 2 don't move. This one can't move.
Okay.
So then it goes like that.
Okay.
So we don't have to worry about that going off for a while.
Okay.
if they had damage, like if that little token that you put on there, if that was still there, it would move up and then they would take damage from it.
When would we draw cards into our hand?
Now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what so you draw back up to your card limit there, which is 3 for both of us. And then we start back all over again. So the boss goes. They get Defensive Instinct. When placed, activate now if there's +3 boss cards, which there isn't. And then, that one has a bump back. And then Exploding Scales is a 1 slot, and when activated, which it isn't activated yet, so I'm just going to put it there. So that was the boss's first turn. Now for this one, I have Shield Bash, Warcry, and Strike.
Is it your turn to go first?
Either, like, we can choose whenever who goes first.
I have a Protect and 2 Smites.
So here's what the cool thing is. These, you basically they activate whenever the condition is met.
Okay.
So you could play this, and then you can hold on to these two.
Yeah. Because this is when I have 5 or less HP, so it'll be a while for that. So I'll play this into this lane.
Okay.
And since it's protect, it'll give a shield.
And so that one you have to bump back a card to pay for the cost.
Okay.
We can bump this one back. Yeah. Because if you ever get 2 or more of these blue ones into the queue, you get to do your healing cards will do damage to the boss.
Oh, cool.
So cool things like that. So you bump that back. Is there any other effect? It's just when placed. Oh yeah, when placed.
I draw 1 card.
Yeah, Hero's Lane Owner, which is you, draws 1 card. Oh, you could. Yeah. I was gonna say you could place a card, but your cards are the 2 that you have are reaction, so it doesn't make sense. So cool. That was you. Then the boss goes. We have Spiteful Retaliation. So this one is a counter for the boss. We just put it like here in the middle. So that way we know. But basically, if a hero card moves a boss card or places a token in their queue, it deals damage to targeting hero and places 2 tokens in open slots in their lane. So basically, if we move their shit, bad things happen. But that one has a cost, so we discard the top of the deck. Then we do another card. Tail Smash. That one is a 0 cost card, and it has a cost of bumping 1 back. If you ever bump a card from 2 down, it removes from the queue. So we can do it from the boss, and that helps us. But if they do it to us, it hurts us.
Yeah.
If you hear, where is it? Here we go. When resolved, destroy 1. All right, so that won't matter right now. So that was their second turn. I get to go. I'm gonna put down a Shield Bash. So I have to bump a card back to play this one. I'm gonna bump yours back.
Okay.
Because this way we can deal damage to the boss, and it'll go over as well. For each other warrior card that enters the hero's queue. All right, so it gets +3 damage because I entered this into the queue. Figure out which one's the 3 damage token.
I believe in you.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I put this one out, which bumps this one back. And when it's resolved, I bump back all 0 cost cards or tokens in this boss lane over the 1 slot and 2 slot, then deal damage. So basically, I get to move stuff around. I'll take damage from this, but it's okay.
I was gonna say that card.
That's my turn. Now we go to the special phase. Can you activate yours?
I cannot.
Yeah, and I can't either yet. I need to check the bosses too. If they're 3+ boss cards, there are +3 boss cards in the 0 slot. Bump forward all cards by 1 round into an empty slot now. So his does activate, but that's the only one that can move. So we're good on that. I'll just put there, remind me. Thank you, Inari. Then we go to activation.
Okay.
So starting with the boss, like boss, if there was a tie, the boss would get priority. Going from left to right, the higher the number, the faster it goes. So we have a 3, a 3, a 3, a 3. This one's a 4, so that means I get to go first.
Okay.
So the 4, I get to bump back 0 slot card or token in this boss lane over to the 1 slot, and then 2 slot, and then deal damage. So I'm gonna bump back this one, which means that this gets bumped back, which means that this gets, yep.
Nice.
And then, so it turns when it activates. But then I deal damage, which is 4 damage. So if you can move the boss down 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And I have successfully shield bashed the boss. Then we go to 3. So this one activates. And they just have 4 health now. And then this one activates.
And then that's... Is that 10? No.
Yeah.
10 damage?
Plus the 3.
Oh, shoot.
So I deal 13 damage. First it goes to... I'm going to do it to this one because it has 5. So there's 8 left over. Then the 8 goes down because of that card's special ability.
Okay.
Normally it would just stop.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
6, 7, 8. There you go.
There you go.
And then this goes away.
Okay.
Because it has fulfilled its duty.
And then our things move up?
Yes. And then we draw. And that's pretty much, the hang of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Jared needs water.
He drank too much.
All right, so, oh, fuck. We're on round 3. I had not been moving that. Because I moved those cards back, I take 4 force damage, so if you can move that down for me. That's all right, I'm a warrior. And then I place a -2 John. -2, there we go. In an open slot in their lane. I'll put it there. So that way I don't get screwed over like entirely. And then this goes away. Now we're back to the boss, which I'm... Shed Scales, which luckily they don't have that thing again, but it would remove it and then it would draw 1. This one will put... who has... Actually, we're tied right now, so I'll put it on mine. And then... Megabyte. When resolved... So it can't... It's going to put it here, which is going to suck for it, but it can't put it into either of the 1 slots.
So it won't hit us.
Right. It's just going to... But we'll still be fine. Now, I have a reaction finally. If any hero takes damage, I can take half the damage and then redirect the other half back to the vault. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I have a War Cry, which, when placed, I can bump forward 2 of these tokens by 1 round into empty slots, while in Q, -2 damage to boss's Q cards. And then Strike just does damage.
Damage.
What you got going on?
I got 2 smites and a light beam.
You still got that smite? You haven't taken damage yet, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
The light beam is helpful.
Okay.
When resolved, return 1 card in this boss lane to the boss's hand and deal damage. That's when resolved. So here's what we could do. This one's going to be hard to get rid of because it's going to have 10 health.
Okay.
So you could play that because it's going to go into a 0, and then it'll resolve, bump that back into the hand.
This one.
Okay. We're doing teamwork there, guys.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Boss is gone. Intimidate. That's a reaction. When a hero has 1 or less cards in the queue, that hero discard... Well, shit. I have 1 or less cards in the queue.
Oh, shit. What do you discard?
Discards equal to the boss's...
Oh, and that one has to bump back 1.
Yes. So, here we go. That hero discards... and also has to either discard or bump back. We'll have him bump back. I think actually discarding would be better for him. That hero discards equal to the boss's level, which right now we're at level 1. So I discard 1 card. The boss draws power of cards equal to the boss's level, then places 1 at 1 at no cost. So placing 1 just means putting them down. I'm going to get rid of...
You got
the
this.
War Cry. I got it. It's all right. And then they place 1. Burning Scales. It's a 0 cost card. When activated, hero lane receives -2 token. And when any boss card is targeted by heroes that... it's their extra shit that we're going to put there. Because this one's our full. And then normally that would be it, but because that one made him play another one, we have to do a hard bite. So that one was paid for free at no cost. This one is just a free card. Hard bite, but it can't play it, so it gets discarded.
Nice.
All right, we're doing it, Marty.
So it doesn't have a 1 spot, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
And you can't choose to put it at lower. So I'm going to do a strike, but where do I want to put it? We don't have anything to like boost damage, so I'm going to put it here so that we can potentially get rid of that. And that's my turn. My special definitely didn't activate.
My special has also not activated yet.
Yeah. So nothing happening. I don't know if you can like discard cards because you don't technically need that. You don't need 2 of those.
No. I don't think you can.
No.
It doesn't say on the little.
No, but if one of the costs is to discard a card, you can do that.
Oh, okay.
So I guess that's the only way to get rid of it. So that was everyone. Just to make everything right for the end of the round. Activation phase, starting with the highest. So this is a 4, a 4, 3, and a 3. So the 4s are going to go off first. This one, because it goes left to right. So when resolved, return one card in the boss's lane back to the boss's hand. And then deal damage. So you deal, is that 4 or 3? 3 damage. So it deals 3 damage to this. So it's down to 1 health.
Nice.
And then after resolved, place in any 2 slot. Oh, you can place this in any 2 slot.
Oh, wow.
As a card, and while it's in the queue, all healing gains +2. So let's put it down here.
Yeah, that's the only place we could put it, correct?
Yes, because this is still here.
And it's still used?
Yes, but basically, now that it's here, any healing that gets done gets an additional 2. And then when it gets back up to here, it's already resolved and active, so it doesn't matter.
It'll just go away.
It'll just go there, resolve, go away. But, like I said, you get +2 healing.
Okay.
Then, that one is a 4 as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's just 5 protection.
Yes, so you get 5, or it gets 5 health. And does it say anything under it?
It just has a 1 destroyed.
Okay, cool. So, still good. This one activates, and that's just one place. So it just has 5 health. 5 health. And then that one.
Hero line receives a -2 token. It can't, right?
That one, it can. Does it say where specifically, or just says it
receives
gets
a -2 token.
Okay, so yeah, you still get it. It'll just
when
go
any
here.
boss card is targeted by heroes in that card's lane open slot. What?
Yeah, let me see.
You pick it up.
You damn well. When activated, hero lane receives a -2 token when any boss card is targeted by heroes in that. Okay, so it's active right now. If you target any of these shield cards while that's active, then you get a -2 token.
Okay.
So basically, we need to try and kill it in one go.
And it has 6 HP.
Oh, I thought it was 5. Damn. We're in a tight spot. All right. That's that. Move up to level 2.
And
now,
then we move up our cards?
Yes. And here's the bad thing about this. This moves up, I take 2 damage.
Oh, shit.
That's why it's good when we
It's
had it.
alright.
Like, you had that -3 on him, but then you got rid of it instantly. Like, that would have really helped out. So, before you draw up,
Okay.
now we're at level 2. Which means first we go back into our boxes.
Bring out the level 2 cards.
Yep, we're going to do basically the same exact thing we did with level 1s. Take out all the level 2s, shuffle them together, take 3, and then from those 3, add 2. Also, our hand size goes up by 1, so that's nice too.
Doesn't it go up by 2?
No,
Why?
I didn't make the rules. It just said when you level up, you get +1 hand. Oh, we also heal.
Oh, okay. The hand side, got it. Anyways. Don't mind me.
Like, I don't know what you would. Like, I
Don't-
mean, yeah, it'll make sense, but I didn't make the rules for the game.
Don't mind me.
So now that you know kind of the feel of the game, you can pick out which ones you think would be most effective. That's the only one that moves.
Use that one. And that one.
Okay. You haven't gotten any of the forest cards yet, I've noticed.
I have not.
Even though the defensive position is really good, I'm going to get the heavy strike and the leg strike.
And then we shuffle them into our
Exactly.
draw card pile.
You shuffle all your cards.
All of them?
Let me double check. No, so we just shuffle the new ones into the deck, then we draw up.
Into 4 cards instead of
Yes.
3 cards. Nice.
Which really works out for me because I had 1 card left that round. And then there's one last thing that happens when we level up. We heal for the amount that's in this little lesser heart. So like I heal 6, you heal.
I haven't taken any damage.
Oh, sweet. So I go back up to 18. Or what am I at right now? 12?
12.
Yeah, I go back up to 18. Then we draw up. 4. And the boss now goes from their 2 slot.
Okay.
Normally they would have to pay for it and all that, but as the AI, they just start drawing from there. Also, the boss heals 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then boss's turn. Boss is going to Flame Breath. When place a -3 token in an empty slot in this hero's lane. It has to go here because they don't have any other 1 slots open, which is good because we won't take damage. Ooh, there's a package. Maybe it's another game. And then...
Of course it's another game.
Yeah, it's awesome. Seared Wound. When placed... I love that we got this perfectly because all these things have to go into here. So when placed, remove a -2 token or negative effect from the boss queue and select 2 cards from discard, which again don't matter for the boss. So that's it. That's their first turn. What you got going on?
Whew. I have a lot to deal with other things being out.
Because basically, like, remember this one? It says if there were 2 of these blue cards, which now you do have 2 blue cards because there's 1, 2. So,
not all healing cards deal damage to the boss.
Yeah, so now if you ever play a heal, damages the boss. But yeah, what are you said the other ones do?
They're all like immediate. These are immediate actions, correct?
Yes. If the priestess takes damage, heal self, then place this priestess as a slot card. Will activate, deal damage.
If I use this one to heal myself, it'll just do damage, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
But you have to take damage for it to activate though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why? Then I can't use any of the cards, no? Because those are both smite.
Right. So you can skip.
Okay.
It's about like sometimes that's all you can do. But
yeah, gotta skip.
So we're not gonna skip. I'm gonna go. So
okay,
but you
go.
you just won't go this turn. I'm gonna go with
a purple one. No.
You want? I don't have any purples.
Jared.
While in the queue, warrior cards gain +5 damage, and warrior cards gain +3 damage. All right, so I'm gonna put in a heavy strike down here, and while it's in the queue, all of my warrior attack cards, like this one here, gets +5 damage. Oh no! Just make my life easier.
Oh, does it count if these are also? Hold on.
Yes.
It counts for these purple ones too?
Does it say heroes queue?
It does not.
It just says, while there are those many in the queue, then yeah. Because they told me that like all the cards are very specific. So like if it doesn't specify that it's the heroes queue, then we're good. Because like mine say, while in the queue, warrior cards, like specifically for the warrior, or like this one, any hero healing.
Oh yeah,
cards.
it does say between both queues. Okay.
Yeah. So,
I wasn't reading correct, but now I have a turn.
Yeah. Now
next time.
Now we're there.
I mean,
you can play it because that was my turn for the first turn.
Yeah.
You can still go the second round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the next. That's what I meant. Next turn.
Okay.
After the boss.
So now we got a flame strike. That's a reaction. If heroes bump back one of their cards, turn bumped back card into a -2 token, then deal force damage to card owner, and then the boss draws 3 power cards. So basically, if we push one of our cards back, it's going to hurt us. Also, I forgot, for the heavy strike, I have to discard a card. I'm going to discard Shield Bash. And then the other card the boss plays, Second Wind. When placed in a 2 slot, which any of those are open right now, select 5 boss cards.
Pick me, you know. Because I have less health. Okay.
Yeah, so while placed, select 5 boss cards from the discard, then place one that gains +4 damage. So that one we still do, which sucks. So we have to get all the ones that do damage. So this one, that one, that one. Then we have to pick one, and we have to play the boss as if they were, intelligent. So they would get this one.
Damage.
And it's going to do... Wait. We played it like they were intelligent. We did exactly like they were supposed to. But they literally would not be able to place anything because all the 1 slots are full.
Oh, they could play that one.
Well, that's a reaction one. Like, because it gets placed into the queue. You can't place these in the queue.
Okay.
So, we did it right. We just did it right.
We just did it. We just did it right.
And look, now you got a turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna play Banish, and when there are 3+3 activated purple, do they have like what are their things called?
The purple is called field cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
When there are +3 activated field cards between both queues, destroy any 3 activated cards, then deal damage afterwards. Heal 1 hero.
This is how Evelinda killed me when I was playing as the boss. Because look how much damage it does.
It's 15 damage.
Yeah, so, and the best part, you get to kill 3 of these. So look, here's what I would suggest. Target this one first.
Yeah.
Because this one is going to hurt us if we target anything else. So we hit this. So sadly, we did still target it. And that counts. So it does get you get a -2 token.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to go there.
Mm-hmm. But there you go.
Thank you.
And how many do you get to kill? Any 3.
Any 3.
All right. So that's 1. We could kill this one.
Yeah.
2.
And then just one of those over there.
Yeah. And then the one with higher health, 3. So you just wiped out. That's how she got me. Like she wiped out all my defenses.
And then I deal 15 damage.
So knock him down 15.
He's dead.
Is he?
Yeah, he was at 12.
He was at 32 because that's a +2.
Oh, 32?
Yeah.
Oh. 32.
You could just count it down if you wanted. I wouldn't blame you.
Okay.
17.
17.
So flip the token. Now we know that he's at 17.
Okay.
And here's the cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I like this game. The Priestess is a very strong damage dealer.
Yes.
So it heals for how much? 7?
Yeah.
+2,
Uh-huh.
which is 9.
Yeah.
But because of that, you can hurt him for 9 damage.
Oh, shit.
So he's down to 8 health. Nope. That's you.
That is me. I was at
14.
14.
Because you have not taken damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So we are very close to killing the boss. I'm gonna remain.
Welcome. You're welcome.
Now we do have to pay for this though.
Oh, okay.
I would recommend not bumping a card back because if you do, this triggers.
Okay.
So just discard a card.
Oh, discard is mine.
Yeah. All right. And since that doesn't technically count as your like that's a reaction, you can do that whenever.
Okay.
If you have other reactions that could go off, you can keep doing them.
I can't.
Okay.
Because I would have to take damage.
All right. So then technically you pass for your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Then we resolve or go to special. Do either of us have our special's ability? I only have 2 out, and I can't do mine yet.
No.
Okay,
I have 3 priestess cards in the queue.
You have 3?
Oh, okay. Select 1 priestess card in queue to affect one other lane.
So basically, instead of it being just here, you could affect stuff here, but nothing really right now will benefit you, so it doesn't matter. The boss, though.
What does it do its thing?
If there are 3+ boss cards
do
in
not
0
fight,
slots,
guys.
1 to 3,
I can see you.
Bump forward all cards by 1, all attack cards by 1.
Oh, they were getting ready to fight.
Yeah.
I know it.
Now, so we got lucky the first couple rounds because we got blocking stuff out. Now we're going to take some damage. Okay. So, activation, highest to lowest. We got a 5 here. So this 5 goes off. When resolved, bump back 1 hero card by 1 round in this hero's lane. So let's bump that one back.
Okay.
So so that'll bump back 2. You take 4 damage because it should have done more damage to you. But do you have a reaction?
I do. Projecting Dorns. If the priestess takes damage and heal self, then place this priestess card as a 0 slot as a field card. While activated, deal damage when this card is targeted by a boss.
How much health does he have?
He only has 8.
You want to know what's beautiful?
If I use this card and this card together, that gives me 8
and then that
damage.
Card
and then that card
let you deal damage to him.
Yes.
So, the priestess pops out some thorns as what's it? Tevrog. As Tevrog, as Trevor puts out some fire swipes, Emi shoots out some thorns.
Estrella.
And she just the swipe.
I said, "Don't touch me!"
Hits that motherfucker, and he's out.
Get the fuck away from me.
So no, like that's one of the reasons. Well, we'll save that. But yeah, so we won. Madi did 8 damage to Tevrog, putting in the weekend. We haven't won yet though. If he comes out, if he knocks us into weakened, then it's a tie.
Okay.
But I'm most likely not.
Oh, after this turn?
Right. At the end, we have to get to the end of the round.
We have the whole round.
Right.
Got it.
I got a little excited, then I remembered we're still good though. So Tevrog did a fire swipe.
And then this goes into, no, this goes here as an activated card.
Yes. And while activated, it gets to do all that stuff. What's the health of it? 7?
7, yeah. If it gets attacked, blah, blah, blah. Yes.
Yes.
Anari, you're so pretty. You're so pretty girl. You're a pretty girl.
Yes, I am.
You're such a pretty girl.
So that was a 5. Then we have a 3, and another 3. So first one, this doesn't, well, it gets it, but then it doesn't matter because they can't do damage to us. Damage 1 additional lane for each attack card the boss chooses to discard. Oh, thank God, they can't do it. So the Mega Bite would do 10 damage to here. If it was a player, they could discard other cards to affect other lanes.
Okay.
But since it's the AI, just here, nothing else. Then this one, it deals 4 damage. When resolved, destroy one of those 2 cards, either an activated card or a field card, before dealing damage.
Before dealing damage.
Ooh.
Ew.
I'm going to get rid of this one.
Okay.
Then I would take 4 damage if you can bump me down. But only bump me down 2.
3, 1, 2.
I'm going to play Provoke.
I was petting Inari and I came up with a bunch of Inari here. Sorry, Inari.
I'm going to Provoke.
I can't pet you no more.
I take half damage.
Okay.
When any hero takes damage, I take half damage. So I only take 2 and then redirect it back to him. 1, 2.
Damn.
And then I have to discard a card to do that. I'll discard that one. Then our stuff would activate. Sadly, all this happened, but this would have been 6 plus 5. So it would have been 11 damage, but it just kills one of these. So I'll kill this one. Oh, wait, no, this is gone.
Kill the other one.
It does it for 1 damage, and then 10 damage just disappears.
Rip 10 damage.
Yeah, and then all yours are already active. Then we would bump everything up. I take 2 damage. This gets moved up. This gets moved up. No one takes damage. And then the round ends, and we win. Emi and Runa getting shit done. Also, taking very little damage. I probably played something wrong. If I played stuff wrong, let me know, because I don't know.
Yes, please let us know if we played stuff wrong.
Yeah.
We always like to know.
Yeah.
Finally thoughts.
So, how did you feel about the game? I'm going to have you go first. I did take notes about how I felt when I played it.
Okay.
I'm going to have you go first.
Oh, you have a whole notes?
Well, in my head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could give it a rating right now, because I had a lot of help from you playing it. I would like to have my,
Doing it on your own?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to face you as, a boss.
That's what I did think about doing that. But
but I genuinely like it. This is the first time I feel like I think I've played, a lane type game. So it's very interesting. I like the dynamic of, this lane doesn't hit anybody, but if it's in this lane or that lane, it'll hit you or me. But we could still do damage there.
Right.
It's very interesting. I love the art. I like the cards. I just want to play it one more time before I can give it a rating.
I'm going to give my ratings based off of the specific type that we play. So other videos will have other ratings. For the competitive version, which is Madi and I working together to fight the boss, I give this
Cooperative?
Yes. Take 2. For the cooperative version, where Madi and I fight the boss, Trevor.
Trevor. His name is Trevor now.
His name is definitely Trevor. I give it a 4.5. This was what I came up with while I was playing it at Dice Tower. The reason being because for me, I'm painfully introverted. I don't like talking to strangers. So playing this game with 3 strangers, because it was me, another guy, the guy teaching us how to play it, PJ, and then Jessica, who's the other developer of the game. They were all helping us out. For me, having to talk to people that are strangers and then still enjoying this game to the level that I did, I was like, okay, the game really has a lot of legs. That's why I bought it. But I love the actual, this game really does feel cooperative.
It does.
As we're playing, it's I can move this back so that we can keep healing.
Yeah. It's you should show each other your cards to figure out what's going on next.
There's other games like Marvel Champions or even
it's cooperative, but it's you're still on your own.
Right. You're kind of you're working together. There's definitely things that you do that help your teammate, but really you're just I'm playing my card, he's playing his cards. This one, it's like, I can play this, so that way this can go back, which will keep healing us more, or keep dealing healing damage to the boss. Like that kind of stuff. Like, it feels really cooperative. And obviously, I've played now 3 times, and I got my wife to play, and she only played because I wanted to play, and we couldn't get someone for the last match. So, this is a game that I would be somewhat upset if I said, hey, let's play this, and the other person said,
was like, no.
I'm not fully at a 5 where it's like, for sure, I would be really upset, but like, I would really like to play this if I suggested to play. So, that's our finally thoughts on the game.
I'll let you know my finally thoughts next time we play.
If you, like, because the next time we play would be competitive.
Yeah.
For the cooperative aspect of it, do you feel like you might have like a, like if we were to play this setup
I definitely would play again.
Okay. So, let's give it like a, give it like a teaser.
A teaser? Teaser, currently we're like a 3.5.
3.5. Okay.
Let me play a couple more rounds. I'll give you, I'll update you.
Yeah, which isn't like, for me, that's a very valid response because this kind of game does need to be played multiple times.
I think, yeah, you need to learn how to play it.
Like the first time I played, I was happy, but then like I played a second time, now I played a third time. It's like, okay, I'm getting in the flow. I understand things.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll play another round, mode, and Madi will give her finally thoughts.
Finally thoughts.
Maybe her finally.
Finally.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Finale, finally thoughts.
But that's all we have for you today. Thank you all for watching. If you like this, leave a like, comment, or subscribe. And check down in the description for more information about us and how to support us. Also about this game, because it's a fun game. Until next time.
Don't forget to buy art for your house and put it up.
I'm doing it, Marty. God, stop getting on me about it.
Me too. I'm also doing it.
We're renovating. Not renovating. We're decorating.
We're decorating.
House is not, well, it is being, I don't care. Bye.
Bye.